so it is. That happens, to be honest. It's weird. I switched over to Dota, like the title thing in the game, but it didn't switch over fucking that. And I can just cut it out in post. Not that I record my own shit, but I can do it via Twitch's things, which I love how Twitch's fucking highlight thing is better than goddamn YouTube's video editor. Hey Drow, how's mid going? I'm not asking to be like sarcastic or anything, I'm just curious. Oh, okay.
A fine omen. I accept your guidance.
Because I'm looking for someone to do well, because apparently Faceless is having a difficult time.
For the ancestors.
Oh, middle tower's under attack.
I summon my ward.
Oh, jeez, middle tower's under attack.
Strike.
Got her.
Ooh, dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work. Oh, come on, the middle tower's under attack.
I accept. Granted.
Tide is money.
Why the fuck am I grabbing 4 staff first? Am I retarded? One second. Flying courier, sentry ward. What should I get next? What was that one item?
I hear and obey.
Oh, Atos. There we go.
As you wish. You are heard.
Yeah, it's really weird. The I'll be right back thing was up, which I hardly ever use that. I keep it up in the background just so my desktop never shows, even though, like, well, I don't want a black screen to show, essentially.
He's now dominating! He's dominating, Rick! Great! Your middle tower, you can't use that anymore! It's gone!
Fortune's changed.
Oh, jeez, your middle tower's under attack!
Yes.
Gotta love when the rest of your team's like, "Aw, man, GG, it's over. How the fuck can you guys be so bad?" And I'm just like, "Come on, guys, we can do this."
Does it please you?
That moment when Reaper has to be the positive one.
Guide me.
Yeah, she needs last hits. She needs last hits. Fucking take them, man. You're fucking Drow. Take that shit. Take it from me. Take it!
Yes. As you wish. I accept.
I guess I can get faster.
Of course. Does it please you?
As the creep wave goes under.
I hear and obey.
Make the creep wave go under, then I'll set up my wards.
I accept your guidance. Nothing arise! Jay, guide me!
No, that's a back 40 because he just mega kill. It's a mega kill now. He did it.
Granted.
Morty, who was that? Don't kill. Top tower under attack. Oh, sheesh.
I hear.
Just wait for it. Okay, whatever.
I
I was
go.
like, wait, I want to draw to wait for a second because I, you know, so that I could get in range, so I got the full effect, but whatever. I really don't I really don't care. PA is the only one I'm betting on at this point. Since I'm playing Shadow Shaman, I just take this time to bet on carries. Right. Not such a fucking... I don't know why people don't just do that. Like I said, just walk up and stun people.
So say the spirits.
It's really simple. Works really well. Just walk up and stun
The
people.
spirit moves me.
Oh my gosh, Morty! He's from Boston because he's wicked sick! Uh-oh, monster kill! Watch out, Morty! This is some double kill! Oh! Triple kill!
I learn life's mystery.
In short, she's saying you should have TP'd directly onto him, like around here, rather than TPing here in tower range.
I go. As you
I think we all need to take a moment, think positively, stop fucking blaming each other.
make your peace. Of course.
Shit!
She saw.
Holy shit!
Granted. I accept.
He's super godlike! Or
Level up,
beyond
level up.
godlike, I meant!
I thank you.
You
Your,
are
your
first.
top tower's
I
under
don't wanna
attack.
die.
You know, Morty, it sometimes feels like they don't even care.
like-
They're fortified.
Oh, that doesn't do nearly as much damage.
You gotta get something serious! Top tower's under attack!
Wow. That doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it did. But you know why that is? Because Meepo's level 17. It's 14 minutes into the game, and I'm level 8.
You know, Rick, I gotta tell you, my bottom tower looking pretty
He has
good.
12 kills and 1 death.
My soul's like end.
Which means if he dies, we get a pretty good sum of gold and XP. On that note, I'm gonna take some of my own advice and get a fucking TP scroll.
I hear.
You usually don't
your
need a
bottom
ward
tower's
that
under
early
attack.
on.
As the shades direct.
Your bottom tower's under attack!
Right, not a single ward. Well,
what
we
a
usually
mess.
don't
Guess
need
what's not
wards that
there?
early
The
on.
bottom tower!
As the shades direct.
The seeds of hope.
Own it!
No.
I hear and obey.
No.
If I form so not going anywhere.
Now you, Chrono? Are you fucking retarded?
Shit! Holy shit!
Tough guy now, tough guy.
You two are too stupid to recognize strategy, and I did.
I accept.
I'm the guy that thinks I'm the best, so I am not subject to criticism.
I hear.
I'm that guy that thinks he needs to be on Team Secret, and they're just waiting to call.
Yes.
Entire team feeds, right? I'm the Shadow Shaman that only died once since Meepo was level 17.
Oh, jeez, Rick, the top tower's getting hit.
Put this here so we can farm. Put this here so we can at least see across the way.
You are heard.
I don't have time to put the ward in a more dangerous spot. And I'll ward there.
So say the spirits.
Tell you something about the Radiant. They sure know how to kill
us alive.
Roshan. It's about time somebody took him out. The guy's a weirdo. Yeah, he's giant and weird.
Your time comes. Attack! Be bound! Say, guide me!
I know I should respect the dead. But first, let
Oh boy, your top tower's under attack.
You.
Double kill. Oh man.
Can you dig it?
Oh jeez, your top tower's under attack. That force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified their structure.
I hear.
Oh, your top tower's under attack. Oh man! Watch out! It's a killing spree! Oh, jeez, he's dominating! Dub-dub-dub!
That was fun.
Gordy, you're not gonna like this. The top tower is under attack. Oh! Your top tower just got turned into trash! That force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified their structure.
Beat you like a drum.
Oh, your bottom tower's under attack! Oh, mega kill! Oh, not good.
I accept your guidance. I go.
Sorry, Drew.
As the shades
Holy
direct.
crap, Rick, he's unstoppable! Double kill.
Yep. Don't TP their natures.
Every coin helps.
The spirit moves me.
Double damage.
Granted. As you wish.
I don't know, man. Don't TP their natures. And then he just
Oh, yeah,
TPs
your
there,
bottom
and
tower's
then the
under
exact
attack.
same thing that I thought was gonna happen happens.
So say the
It's
spirit.
like there was 3 members of their team there.
You might wanna kiss
Meepo
your
was
bottom tower
TPing
goodbye
out, but there's
because
still
it's
Phantom
gone.
Lancer and Lion. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. The uncertainty of it, like, you're probably gonna get wrecked. I don't think natures can take on 2 heroes, especially with how far behind we are.
Ownage.
We should be kind of 5-manning
Yes.
and maintaining the lanes, getting pushed.
You are heard.
Wind Ranger, why are you chasing?
Jeez, this is some wicked sick stuff, Rick, because he just wicked sicked it. That's right.
Faceless, can you stop being a little bitch and blaming every little one of your problems on somebody else?
I hear.
Fact is, if you were any good at farming, you could outlast hit Wind Ranger easily. From the beginning of Dota, pros have said that last hitting with a melee hero is far easier than last hitting with a ranged hero.
Shades Please guide me. Yes.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what people's reply to that usually is? Is that because I state facts, my argument is invalid. Because that's all I can do.
This your first time seeing a monster kill?
I summon my ward.
Hi, Lion.
Whoa, they're godlike!
No.
The spirit.
No. Meepo, get away from my ass. No.
It's good comprehend that, but it's like saying you're bad at playing basketball because all you do is play basketball.
We should start calling this person triple kill.
That's the thing you're supposed to be doing when doing that.
Whoa, initiating killing spree mode.
You're terrible at analogies.
Yeah, I am. Sometimes I have some goldies.
Morty, middle tower. You might want to look
Like,
at
why
it.
don't you go for something easier? Like, you know, fucking. That's like saying you're bad at basketball because all you do is take three-pointers. You know, like, try something easier, man. Don't fucking. You're not good at basketball because all you do is play basketball.
The point is, you're saying you're bad at something because you're doing the thing you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, but you're bad at cutting vegetables because you cut vegetables.
It's
like-
That's better.
But it's not funny.
Oh man, this guy's dominating! Oh,
It's
own
to
it.
make point, not funny.
I thought the point was to be clever. Otherwise, why don't you just say flat out that the person is stating, like, you could just be a robot and go, the person is stating something objectively translucent to the situation, you know, just,
Because I'm not a fucking robot?
I don't know, it sounds like you're trying to be clever. A lot of the time.
No, I'm calling him a retard.
Dead as fuck.
Godlike!
Oh,
Beyond godlike, I meant!
I mean, I'm not like other people and stupidly, like, the Meepo just jumped on Wind Ranger and she was bursted down to death in 3 seconds. I don't sit there and try to save her because I'm not stupid. Do I wish I could save her? Sure. If I could save her, totally would. I even would, like, die for one of my teammates because it's kind of what I accept as my responsibility a lot of time as support. I have to die if I can to save, only if it saves a carry or hero or whatever that is not me.
Your top tower's under attack!
Everybody more important than me.
Dire structures are fortified!
I hear and obey.
I am expendable. Expendable does not mean wasteful.
Shit! Holy shit!
What do you mean? Like, you can't do anything, you get burst down in 3 seconds. What do you want? Okay, instead of telling him fuck you, let's do a constructive exercise. Why don't you express in if-then statements what natures could have done to save you?
I accept your guidance.
What could have natures done to save you?
Yes.
Not for
I
you.
will please you.
Whoa, mega kill!
I don't know
He
what
just
it
mega
was,
killed.
but I can only imagine it was
Hey,
something
go.
along the lines of it's something he cannot physically do.
Nah, it's then don't, if you can't help me, then don't steal my farm.
I hear and
Early game, Rin Ranger, you fucking
Oh,
bastard.
come on! The middle tower's under attack!
I'm tired of this
Come on,
MMR.
get with it!
Isn't Prophet's thing farming?
No.
I accept.
All I know about Nature's Prophet is teleporting, Midas, and farming.
Coming for you.
Hey,
I hear.
he pushes pretty well. Like, that's his main thing. He also is known for being able to respond to nearly everything because he can
They don't even care.
TP instantly at any place on the map.
Bottom tower is Gonzo, baby.
And it has and at max level it has a 0 downtime. bet Void's gonna bitch at me for that. We just got into a team fight and I realized it was happening, so in order to respond to it in the quickest way possible, I teleported to it, which made me appear in the fight in 2 seconds. So I trapped Meepo in my wards and proceeded to kill him, but because of such, I got 1,400 gold.
You are heard. Does it please you?
Wait, no, hold on! He's unstoppable!
As you wish. Granted. Yes.
If they push as a team, we can't do shit.
Oh, middle tower.
Well, I got baited. Both by my team and by the enemy. Because I pinged Lion, and Wind Ranger went to go with me, and then when I went after Lion, there was the Lion, like, could clearly see me. They must have a ward there. He backed up and PA daggered me and leapt in on me. So Wind Ranger baited me by and meanwhile during that time I saw Wind Ranger literally had just walked back to the lane and started farming instead of like being anywhere near me when I got jumped on.
Just really took its big crap.
So I got baited and got baited by my teammate. You can't walk with me and then walk the fuck away, me expecting you to be behind me.
I go.
Anyways, I can probably clear out this ward.
That's ridiculous.
I accept your guidance.
Oh boy, Roshan just got taken out by the Radiant.
What's Void's deal? Weird.
Shades, guide me.
Hey Void, do you have a severe like mental disorder or what?
As the shades direct. Yes. I accept your guidance. The spirit
Actually,
moves me.
since these guys are warding properly, shouldn't I be able to predict where their warding is?
An eternity of embarrassment.
I hear and obey.
He monster killed.
I go. I'm under attack.
Oh. Okay. You know how I compared Bomber Crew to FTL and you were like balked at the idea of something like that without pause? Well, they've added tactical cogitators, basically. They allow you to slow time. It's sort of a thing.
Main hatred of that game is just the cartoonish design. That game is ugly as all sin.
The design is...
Face only a mother could love. It looks like a fucking... It looks like a Unity game.
Yes.
Yay, hotkeys!
Unity assets.
Hotkeys!
Unity assets! The poor... Like, there's making a stickman, and then there's making whatever the fuck they think those characters are.
By two people?
Yeah? Maybe they shouldn't steal someone else's art style.
You know they're tearing into
If it's by two people, then maybe they couldn't steal somebody's art style.
Come on, barracks anymore. Sorry, player. Double kill. Oh jeez, it's a killing spree. Whew.
Damn, those wards are doing work.
We got ourselves a triple kill here, Rick. Morty, quit acting like a detective. Killing spree, my ass. Oh, ownage. Your middle tower's under attack.
I really hope I can read them.
Oh jeez, middle tower's under attack. Your top barracks? Yeah, they're gone now. You don't have any top barracks anymore. Oh jeez, your middle tower's under attack.
What
Oh
a
man,
mess.
your middle tower just got destroyed.
To read the future, I need entrails.
Oh, Rick, he's dominating now.
own
He's
it.
dominating. Oh man,
I
there's a
hear.
spot there for my favorite. Nothing up there anymore. No white top stays to the map.
Oh boy, Morty, middle barracks are gone.
Wonderful. The enemy's still standing. Like
Own it.
Divine from the spirits.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Many a grave is hidden here.
As the shades direct.
Oh, Rick, he's dominating now. He's dominating.
Size ain't everything.
W, you better hold on to your hat, man. Now it's a mega kill. Triple kill. There's no accident anymore. This isn't an accident now.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all we needed to do all game. It was just 5 men against Meepo, which he was pushing lane solo.
Look at it.
Problem is he was able to fight 2 of us at a time, but he wasn't able to fight all 5 of us.
Big one. Hey, what do you think? This is a game? Your ancient's under attack.
Wow. I've actually never seen that.
Hey, W, your ancient's under
A
attack.
faceless void that links forward and doesn't hit time dilation. That's actually really impressive. Like, that's impressively bad. I don't know. He was the one talking about, oh man, strategy, oh man, strategy, oh, strategy. Oh. He's like, I wanted to get him within range of the tower before I chronoed. Some of you don't see strategy, but I do. And I'm sitting there just like, really? I approached the Meepo, baited him out, moved him closer so that he basically would have, like, that my team could respond to the threat. And he at one point lined up all his Meepos for a perfect chrono, and the Faceless Void manages to chrono the friendly Drow, the friendly Shadow Shaman me, and all the Meepos, so that I guaranteed have to die. Because I was already low health. If he chronoed the Meepo just by himself, like he should have, it would have saved me, and Meepo would have died guaranteed. But because he delayed it so long, and wanted to get it within tower range, which he still didn't get it within tower range, mind you. The tower was not attacking him during that duration. He basically assured my death. Drow was still alive, of course, because she was full health, and she was nowhere near Meepo, really. But there's a difference between a bad chrono and a good chrono, and it's like, yeah, you do have to go for those chronos where you catch them on the cusp. You do have to go for those single-man chronos, even, as long as it gives your team a significant advantage. Considering Meepo at 14 minutes was level 17, I imagine that would be giving us a significant advantage. I mean, the score was 52 to 14 in terms of kills, with Meepo having 33 kills and 5 deaths. So, actually, yeah, I want to look at that. Let's look at that. Scoreboard. Tell me who Meepo killed. 10 times Drow, 9 times Shadow Shaman, 4 times Faceless, 5 times Windrunner, and 5 times Nature's Prophet. But I only died once. Like, when I died for my first time ever in the game, I had 5 assists, and I died to a level 17 Meepo with 12 kills and 0 deaths. So, who fed Meepo? Who fed Meepo? I'm just confused. Who fed Meepo? Oh, and here's some stats. Damage 10,000 Drow. Damage 10,000 Shadow Shaman. Damage 12,800 Wind Ranger. Damage 11,000 Nature's Prophet. Meepo damage 39,456. And that's like that's the enemy Meepo, but the rest was our team. And finally, our Faceless Void damage 4,034. He went Midas.
What the fuck?
He went Midas when we were getting stomped that hard. He went Midas. Got stomped that hard. At like getting stomped in lane that hard, he was complaining about farm and got Midas. When you have a limited access to farm, you don't delay every item you ever will get with Midas. If the game's going to run late game, that's when you get a Midas. He went Midas, and the game ended at 30 minutes.
What fucking sense does that make, game? Camera controls defaultly inverted for left and right. Have to go into options menu and turn inversion on to uninverted.
He got his hand to Midas at 9 minutes. Oh wait, no, that was Blah, that was Nyx. What were his starting items? Oh, he didn't buy any regen. That's why he lost his lane. He went to his lane without regen. GG. Yeah, that's a pretty easy way to lose a lane. Don't take tangos, don't take a salve, just build like, that's like going boots first. Like some builds do have you go boot first and no regen, usually because the hero has some significant ranged ability that allows that hero to basically not get hit, and usually requires some careful and cautious play. But a melee hero is not one of them. He got Poor Man's Shield, but guess what you can get with Poor Man's Shield? You get, that's a stout shield and two slippers of agility. With your remaining gold, you can get a set of tangos. And you know what? That set of tangos will save your ass a lot of the time. And this is a perfect example. He went Poor Man's Shield into Midas, into Power Treads, into Mjolnir. And you know how pros win games? They win games by going intermediary items. Like when Spectre goes Radiance, a pub player in Dota will get like treads and then go immediately for Radiance. A pro player will go for treads and then go for drum and then go for, say, diffusal and then get Radiance. Because they know how to farm well, and they know that they need these items in between to effectively defeat their enemy. Because if your enemy gets those little chunky items that make you win in a 1v1 situation, you know, like a bracer or a null talisman. You get a bracer or a null talisman, and the person you're facing is, you know, saving up all their gold to get that 3,800 sacred relic for their radiance, they're gonna lose. In a fight, you'll just be able to outlane them because you have like 3 extra damage, 1 extra armor, 3 extra like points of, like, I guess it would be like 20 points of mana. But anyways, you're just overall superior because you have more stats. Which, duh. You know, just, it makes sense. That's why instead of like most Shadow Shamans I know, at least in this kind of MMR, go for immediately for Aghanims. That's their main thing. They get Arcane Boots and they go straight for Aghanims. Well, I go Arcane Boots, then I go Rod of Atos. Meanwhile, I have like Dust and Observer Wards and Sentry Wards. Town Portal Scroll, constantly keeping that on me. And you know what I usually get next after Rod of Atos? I get Ghost Scepter, because usually physical carries want to kill me. So then I get Ghost Scepter, so when they jump on me, I just go, wee, I'm a ghost. And then after that, like, usually I debate getting Glimmer Cape or friggin' Ether Lens, but I hardly ever get the Aghanims because all it does is increase my damage on my Serpents, which can be useful in situationals. Like, if I had a team that was prepared and organized to push, and would 5-man and go down a lane, that'd be great. I could totally see getting it. But given the situation, it's a lot better for me to go for more disable and more utility. And I love Shadow Shaman because I can sit there and shackles, you're stunned, deal with it. I mean, hell, like, even has a talent that ups his shackle duration. But if you just wanted a perfect example of shackles, max level shackles, 5 seconds of stun with me standing here going, oh my taya, oh my, and dealing 360 damage to you while doing that. And then before you even get out of shackles, I hex you, which then is a disable. It stops you from attacking and using abilities and using items. That is a 3.5 second hex. So, oh manahaya, you get to be a chicken, and then by the time the chicken duration wears out, the shackles is off cooldown, so I shackle you, and then you don't get to play the game. And a trick I recently learned is shackles. If you go shackles first, and you walk up to them, shackles them, you have the range that if you target right beneath their feet, you can't target like the top of their head or on top of them. You have to go at the bottom of their feet or their model, and you deploy your serpent ward. You'll trap them, so they have to kill a couple serpent wards in order to escape. But you don't get to play the game, you're taking tons of damage because I'm disable the hero. I mean, hell, you can do the same shit with Bane, I guess. You could go, like, Fiend's Grip in a Nightmare, but that's not as, during my shit, you can hit them the entire time. Anyways.